What's going on? This is Tim from Red Go Garage, and this video is to be introducing my 1957 Bel Air project car. So I just picked this car up a couple weeks ago. I actually traded my T-bucket for it, so there's a video on that, but this is for anybody that's just tuning in for Bel Air content. This is it. So let me show you the car over here. So this is basically a barn find car that my buddy got. It was in a barn for 37 years. So here is the car. It's originally Matador red. Somebody painted it like a brownish maroonish color, so this is, I started to sand that off to reveal the original paint. Pretty much a complete car, but somebody had taken it apart at one point, so I'm just trying to piece it all back together. Originally had an ivory top. As you can see, there's a little bit of typical rust here. These floor pans are going to need the little patch panels. Really, those two and this one here is about it. I plan on taking the rear seat out today to kind of look and see there. Those are extra parts, and there's a bunch more I'll show you. Like I said, you know, I was kind of taping all these pieces together to see what I have, what I don't have. Yesterday I put this guy on, the little V in the front here, so I kind of sanded that orange back out, or the Matador red I should say. So this is the engine. As far as I know, this is the original engine that's never been removed from the car. The odometer shows 88,000 miles, but who knows how accurate that is, or if it even still works. So it's just a 283 two-barrel carburetor. Still has the Ram air horn, exhaust manifolds on it. It has the iron power glide in there, that big old tank of a transmission behind it. I actually did get this running already, and it runs pretty good. It needs a tune-up, but I ended up, when I got it, it didn't have a radiator in it. It was just sitting there. The fan was off, you know, so I bought a fan belt and everything so I could at least run this a little bit. And it did fine. Like I said, it started pretty much right up. So I don't have a gas tank in it right now. I took that out already because it was full of pinholes. So when I was running it, I just ran it off of a can of gas. What else can I tell you about this thing? So the plan is to basically just put it all back together. I'm not going to repaint it or anything else right now. I'm just going to put it all back together and kind of keep it pretty much original. I'm going to keep that engine and transmission. Just going to drive it like it is. My plan is, though, to actually upgrade to disc brakes in the front, because I just not a big, you know, I don't have my kids in here. I want to be able to stop this thing. So I'm going to upgrade to disc brakes in the front, but the rest of it is pretty much going to stay stock. I have the front seat. It's over here, and I actually have two front seats for it. But obviously that upholstery has been redone at some point in its life. But like I said, I'm going to pull it out to where I can kind of get a better idea of these pans and if there's rust underneath that seat or whatnot. I'll do that later today. But original, pretty much everything else. I started kind of bolting some stuff back together. I bolted that mirror in yesterday. Glove box door was off, so I bolted that back on yesterday. I've been figuring out all the tracks and everything, so let me show you. I have a rear glass. I have all the other glass. I just don't have a front windshield, but that's easy enough. So here's the seat that was in it that I took out yesterday, and here's kind of all the parts that came with the car. So it was in a barn taken apart, so there's some parts here that don't even go to this car. I've been trying to wade through and figure out, but there's all the glass, tracks, regulators, more chrome pieces and whatnot. I have 3 vent windows for whatever reason. 2 different sets of valve covers. I actually have 2 different grills there and a 1-piece front bumper, so I might actually swap that out. I got to look at the condition of this compared to the other one. I believe these are like headlight buckets for a 69 Camaro that were just shoved in there. You know, air filter. I believe he told me those were lowering springs, so if they are, I might use them. I got to look and see. New set of shocks for it. It actually came with a disc brake set, but these won't fit inside the factory wheels. I already tried. I popped one of the wheels off and they won't fit in there, so these I'm just going to put up for sale, and hopefully that'll pay for the new disc brakes. But yeah, that's kind of the project right now. So let me go back out here to the car. Oh, we even had a 4-barrel intake for it, but I'm probably just gonna rock the 2-barrel for now. It runs. So trying to think what else. Yeah, here's a little vent window deals. Like this is a spare extra little thing because there's a better one there. But he actually, the guy I got it from, he had actually had this thing sandblasted underneath to see a better idea of the condition of the car. So, but he didn't paint it right away, so it's got a little bit of surface rust, but super clean. Like the trunk floors are super solid. Everything looks like in really, really good shape. It said it sat in a barn for about 40 years, so that helped a lot. There is a little bit of rust here in the trunk pan, this guy here. So I'm gonna have to replace that piece. You can see it's all original sheet metal. I mean, there's the lead filler on all the pieces. On this side, it's got most of the trim already on it. We bolted this guy on the other day, but I got to figure out how to get it to latch or adjust it to latch. It had the original exhaust on it, but that was all pretty much rotted off, so I cut what was left of it off the other day. But you can kind of see a little bit under there. There's the old Power Glide. Everything else. But yeah, so there's the new project. If you're a Bel Air guy, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, because I'll be doing lots of videos on this thing as I get it going and redoing it. So right now I'm just kind of been wading through all the parts and figuring it out and trying to, there's my kids screaming, trying to figure out, you know, what I have, what I need and everything, what needs to be replaced and fixed. One of the very first things I'm going to do is rewire this car. So it does actually run, if you hit the key, it actually runs off of the factory wiring, but I don't believe any of the other wiring works, and I'm not going to mess with like 70-year-old wiring. So I actually ordered up a new painless kit for it, which will show up at, you know, in a couple weeks or something. So that's going to be one of the very first big things to do, is just completely rewire it from bumper to bumper, so I don't have to mess with any sort of janky wiring or anything like that. So yeah, man, if you guys have any questions or anything, you know, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer best I can. You know, if there's anything you want to see, let me know, I'll show you. But really excited for this project. And soon enough I'll actually have a 55 Bel Air too. I'm getting ready to ship that out here. It's at my parents' house. I'm getting ready to ship that out here. So, and I do have some other projects. So if you're not familiar, I've had this car for about 20 years. It's a 1962 Cadillac limo, but it's all done mechanically. Everything's all redone. Interior's pretty much redone. It's just, you know, patinaed. And underneath the car cover in there is my Chevelle that it's my very first car. So got a few projects. Another golf cart, but there's the Bel Air. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. It'll help me, and we'll see you on the next one.